Did you know a pope once put a rotting corpse on trial? The late 9th century was one of the most chaotic times in Vatican history. Popes weren't just religious figures, they were pawns in a ruthless power struggle. In 891, Pope Formosus was elected, but he had enemies, powerful ones. The Roman aristocracy, the Holy Roman Empire, and even rival church leaders despised him. 5 years later, he died. But his nightmare had only begun. A year later, his successor Pope Stephen VI sought revenge. He ordered Formosus's corpse to be exhumed, dressed in papal robes, and put on trial. The scene was grotesque. His decomposed body was seated on a throne, swaying as it rotted away. Since a corpse can't defend itself, a terrified deacon was forced to hide beneath the throne and answer for him. The charges? Usurping the papacy. The punishment? His papal robes were ripped off, 3 fingers from his blessing hand were cut off, and his corpse was dragged through the streets before being dumped into the Tiber River. And this is where the real fear began. Days later, rumors spread through Rome. The corpse of Formosus had been seen floating down the river, its body completely intact, as if untouched by decay. For the people of the time, this was a sign from God, proof that Pope Stephen VI had committed a sacrilegious act. Then a plague struck the city. To many this was no coincidence, it was divine punishment. The people of Rome panicked, they turned against Stephen VI. Within weeks, riots erupted, the Pope was captured, thrown into prison, and strangled to death. Formosus was finally retrieved from the river and given a proper burial in St. Peter's Basilica. His name was cleared, but this moment, called the Cadaver Synod, remains one of the darkest moments in Vatican history.